Welcome to Team Angie. Team member Aaron Glenn, private personal consultant. I like to watch a few YouTube videos, basically conspiracy theories or life lessons, mistakes. Some maybe, maybe not, but just seeing what the world is doing, what they have going on, and how I can learn from the downfall of society, the trending things, following the crowd, stuff like that. Just basically bringing awareness to myself, my environment. I like to know what's going on as far as with the new foods, new technology overall, the finances of America, and how we affect or don't affect other countries, what we do, especially with the cryptocurrencies and stuff like that. So yeah, just be on here getting different little information. This some tea, by the way. I used to work at Little Caesars. It was a real nice situation. It's kind of hard to get jobs, even with that. And usually, it's always like honesty is the best policy. Dude asked me, he was like, um, you know, you got a background, whatever, whatever. And he was like, just be honest. Then we talked about it. He was like, I like your energy. I want to give you a chance. Then he was like, I'm just looking for somebody to be responsible. And I was telling him too, like, I'm ready for some responsibility. That's why I'm looking for the situation. Also, to have a little source of income, because we need money to live. And I was given opportunity. The opportunity was nice. So yeah, just being honest. What's for you is for you, and it's gonna be there whenever you decide. And what's not, it's not. No matter how you try to force it to work out, it ain't gonna work. So that's what I've been learning about life. What's out there for you, it's gonna be presented, and it's gonna work out until it's time to adjust or transition to something different. And life is constant change, constant motion. So with that being said, you just enjoy what you have. That's why I always practice gratitude. And I like being in the spirit of gratitude, just being grateful, knowing that greater is yet to come. What I have is enough. I have my daily bread. Of course, I have desires, things that I want, but I always have what I need. So I'll be cool with that. And then moments of gratitude, I just be starting to have opportunities to be grateful for more things, and more things come up, and it's just more part of my experience, personal experience. So gratitude is a positive way to start manifesting. If you're looking to learn how to manifest, yo, what up? Peace and blessings. Thanks for tuning in. Just being grateful, dog. Where the mind goes, the energy goes. You put more energy into having that experience. The universe be like, oh, this person is like a magnet. It's want to attract some things to be grateful for. So whatever you usually grateful for, it enhance that experience for you. It's a good thing. Bandura. Peace and blessings, friend. Where you from too, matter of fact? I see you writing in Arabic and Bengali. I know a little bit from Islam and from people in Bangladesh, a few friends out there in the Asian continent, different little places, India. Much love to y'all. I appreciate y'all. If you're new to my channel as well, make sure you subscribe. We finna get into some conspiracy theories. I want to show y'all what these restaurants be doing if you ain't aware. And it's all just, for fun anyway. But check this out. If y'all eat McDonald's, look what these people been doing. I mean, it's right in our faces. You tell me like what they trying to say because I'm a little confused. The way I see it is like, I don't know. It's a reason for everything. But yo, check this out. And this magical, by the way. They be sending him some real good stuff. A lot of this stuff on the internet being played. Once it's out there, it's out there. It don't matter who else playing it or how many times it get played.
And some French fries? Don't they look delicious? And some triple thick McDonald's shakes? Oh, we can always make good use of that. Ah, here they are. Triple thick McDonald's shakes. Why, they're empty. Say, you sure can get a lot in these bags, can't you? Water in the clock. The accused hamburglar was caught red-handed, sneaking off with a big bag full of McDonald's delicious cheeseburgers. That's serious.
My nephew was in that bag. My nephew was in that bag.
Come on. Isn't that McDonald's hamburger delicious?
Mom told me never to talk to strangers.
Well, your brother's right as always, but I'm Ronald McDonald. Give me a McDonald's shake.
Well, you sound like Ronald.
Here, I'll prove it. I'll give you 3 more hamburgers.
What?
I know, you're not supposed to accept gifts from strangers either.
But you're no stranger. You really are Ronald McDonald.
He ran off with that little boy.
But you're no,
Look where he got that from.
I know, you're not supposed to accept gifts from strangers either.
but you're no stranger. You really are Ronald McDonald.
Man, that's crazy, dog. He said my nephew was in that bag. And he was real sad about that too. Like in the beginning, they showed a little boy. Maybe that was the nephew. He came out the bag or whatever happened. Fast forward, they in court. My nephew was in that bag, and he said he stole a burger. So my thing is like, the boy's gone, something was stolen, and now all of a sudden he pulling. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, dog. I don't really know what they trying to say though, because it's like I don't know. But yo, check this out though. That's just one little thing that they trying to put out there. I don't know in your community if you pay attention to these things or if you travel another state, another city. I'm pretty sure you've seen this once in your lifetime. But let me know what you think was going on and have you seen one lately? Also, if is as colorful as they used to be. So that's a water thing, right? Y'all have seen this before, right? Some of these look so rusty, I don't even think our water clean. You already know in Michigan they had their little situation, and they was basically let it go on for a whole year before they told the public what was going on. So this in case you want to read this. I'll read it because it is a little bit blurry, but in 1918, telecommunications radio waves were deployed, Spanish flu. 1940s, radar technology was deployed, influenza epidemic. 2003, 3G was deployed, SARS epidemic. In 2009, 4G was deployed, H1N1 epidemic. I'm not sure what that was. 2019, 5G being deployed, COVID-19 epidemic. Cellular mobile networks are being invented, 1918. 1918, first ever flu pandemic. 1G network tested, 1972, released, 1972. 1979 to 1980, London flu pandemic, influenza B virus. The stuff coming from the waters whenever they use those towers. I guess they trying to say, I'm not sure, but you can call it serendipity, another fancy word for coincidence. It's just, you know, a coincidence that the water is just like that, right? That all of these towers connected to our water tower, once they be upgraded to 5G, to 1G, because to get to 5, you subtract, you eventually They came from 1 to 5, and now it's. I'm not sure what's gonna be next, but right now we just ushered into the 5G network, and they were saying what came with that. It's a new what they call it, virus or back in the plague. It's a new plague out, and you guys gonna see that in a bit. But check this out though. It still got something to do with the water. You see the water moving by itself. Ain't nobody.
I feel like this was either caused by a very low magnitude earthquake or DJ Khaled was around the corner doing burpees.
The New Jersey drone.
Let's go!
Half a year later, what's going on with it? Okay, so our buddy Daniel, who does a lot of like cinematography stuff for like
3-letter agencies.
yeah, he's at this like convention, like government technologies, all this. He said there's a company out of New Jersey that showed up to do a demo with us today. They have developed a flying drone car and are the cause of all the UFO hysteria a few months back. The guy who piloted the car/drone told me this. They don't have to disclose these tests or cert protection that covers technology for companies awarded government contracts. You watch the video, that's exactly what we're seeing in New Jersey. He also sent a picture. It's a giant drone that releases smaller drones.
Gosh, Star Wars.
Dude, this is iRobot, dude.
They literally, legally, did not have to disclose what they were doing
Yeah.
because of government contracts.
I bet they were freaking out, all the press they were getting.
Are they surveilling people with these drones?
Oh, that's such a good question. Because if they don't have to disclose their flight logs, what they're doing as they test, well, what if it's a recon drone? They don't have to disclose any of their recon tests, so they could literally be collecting data in the R&D development phase.
So loopholes are absolutely insane of what these government contractors can get away with.
And they're put there on purpose.
Oh yeah.
This might explain a few of the drone sightings, but
All right, I get this signal. I pull out this rock,
Damn.
but for some reason, it causes the detector to go off. Look inside there. What the heck is that?
it kind of looks like a quartz crystal with some sort of a simple question.
So my thing
Why is
too,
black-
y'all check this out, cause I don't know if y'all collect stuff, but you be surprised what's in your yard or where you walk across or what's just out in the world, right? Whether it be from our planet or not. But I found this. I have a lot of these, not exactly like this, but different stones and crystals. I like to collect them from time to time. Let me see if you can really see that. But it sparkles like a mug. Let me see. Can you really see? It's like pink and white with crystals on it. Oh yeah, okay. And then it just like when I have it, it feel like it's like it give me a decent little feel, like I don't know. It's like fresh, like I had a toothache or whatever. It's like a healing power. I don't know what to say about it, but it gave me good vibes, so I kept it. I'm not sure how it's showing or whatever, but yeah, some of these things can do stuff. Like I had a little pink one that was pink and white. It was really beautiful. I gave it away. They be dope though. Like I be finding them and I keep them. Some of them for collections, some of them for whatever.
BlackRock allowed to buy single-family homes. But I did not expect that question would hit the fan, because the post would not only get 2 million views, it would not only get community noted as being wrong, but community notes went out of their way to post that I was wrong on their timeline. And then I learned that this was a big deal to BlackRock. Like, they're paying for this search result, and they want to make it perfectly clear that BlackRock is not buying individual houses in the US. So then I thought, let me look a little bit deeper into this. Now, according to community notes, BlackRock does not buy homes. This post is likely referring to Blackstone, which does buy homes. Blackstone is the world's largest asset manager, a financial firm that manages over $1 trillion in assets and was founded in 1985. So I reposted community notes, and I asked Grok if BlackRock and Blackstone had any common origins, and who the three largest institutional investors are in Blackstone. And
Yo, what up, bro?
yes, BlackRock and Blackstone share common origins. BlackRock was founded in 1988 as Blackstone Financial Management, a subsidiary of Blackstone, and became independent in 1994 after Blackstone sold its stake to PNC. As of 2025, the top three institutional investors in Blackstone are Vanguard and BlackRock, who own 51 million shares of the company. Oh, you silly peasant. It's just 51 million shares, which, okay, is about 6% of the company. And Vanguard owns about another 10%. But when you put that together, it gives them a lot of leverage over the board and the CEO. And I think this simple question getting 2 million views and clearly being viewed as threatening to big financial institutions touched on something deeper. That the American people are fed up, that the rules and regulations all seem structured to benefit Wall Street. Because the housing market is not a free market. It's fiat currency and government-backed loans. It's the institution that caused the 2008 financial collapse, banks that were bailed out by you and me. And you and I and our children shouldn't have to get into a bidding war with Blackstone to buy our single family.
I'm sure BlackRock themselves might not be the ones buying up all the single family.
That's Matrika I watched too. We reviewing his shit.
Hey you, yes you. Grab a fresh Del Monte banana before I eat. Just kidding. I'm a robot. I can't eat.
It kind of sounds like this robot is.
Thanks, bro. I
throwing
appreciate that.
microphone
Peace
at-
and blessings.
The Queen's billions are but a
Now, what's crazy? Yo, we can chop it out. I hope I can add you to it. We have decent conversations with my homeboy Aaron in the chat. Now, if I'm at the store and they sending if they sending robots around, I ain't gonna even be wanting to shop. And then I heard some about Walmart. They switching the lights up, and what these lights do is they activate a lower vibration in people, and they make them ready to hurry up and get out the store, and they make them a little antsy. So that's why people be fighting a lot in Walmart, stealing in Walmarts, and just going crazy because of those lights, triggering those type of reactions. Now they got the robots running up on you talking about buy before I eat. I haven't seen nothing like that. But that's crazy too. But yeah, peace and blessings, bro. I always appreciate that. Yeah, the robots sound like they got those little neck things they used to show in the commercials, like, hey, don't smoke. What? It's crazy, dog. But yeah, this is Magical. I'm just doing a review as he play a lot of videos and check out the latest, craziest, strangest things on the internet. Y'all can start sending me this stuff too if y'all like it, or
for invisible wealth
you don't want to play it on your
accumulated
page.
through the black nobility.
Oh my.
What is the black nobility? The black nobility is a wealthy aristocracy of elite ruling families who solidified their power in the 12th century by intermarrying with the wealthy godfather families of Venice, Italy. During the bloodbaths of the Christian Crusades, this brutal Italian oligarchy captured the trading monopolies. Over the centuries, the black nobility have used their power and wealth to plunder and exploit every corner of the globe. Dr. John Coleman's book, The Committee of 300, describes the history of terror committed by these inbred families on a grand scale. Today, they enrich themselves from the illegal arms trade.
My bad, y'all. My phone dying.
Money flows into their secret Swiss accounts. Who are these ruling black nobility families? They include the House of Hanover, Germany, the House of Habsburg, Austria, the House of Orange, Netherlands, the House of Liechtenstein and Liechtenstein, and most importantly, the House of Guelph in Britain.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to send you the invite too, so you can hop on here with me and we could chop it up. We could go over one of these videos and chat about it.
Which is also known as the Illuminati
Peace and blessings,
or
bro.
Illuminated Ones. Queen Elizabeth II is head of the committee of these 300 ruling families.
All right, I will, no
Illuminati
doubt.
is formed to achieve one main objective: one world government called the New World Order. NWO spells own backwards.
Well, I never thought about that.
All of
New
today's
World
think
Order is
tanks
on the
originate from
world.
the Committee of 300 and include the Round Table, the CFR Council on Foreign Relations, the United Nations, the Bilderbergs, the Club of Rome, the RIIA, and the Trilateral Commission founded by David Rockefeller.
I don't know how true these claims are, so I definitely had financial struggles. So to stay afloat, they set up an underground grow operation. They might have been trying to tell us something.
Now that's crazy. Casper in there making a sandwich. I mean, that ain't even.
I don't care how sick I am. I'm checking the internet or Wi-Fi.
Yo, that's wild. So y'all ever seen Casper before? Or I mean, I don't know. Y'all done been in the hospital and had those type of experiences? Me personally, I haven't, but I have been incarcerated and I have seen something like that happen before. The water turned on by itself, everybody just carrying on. I'm like, y'all don't see that. They obviously didn't give a fuck. But besides that, I was like, maybe the water run or whatever. I don't know. It's a logical explanation for that, maybe. But a few nights later, I'm sleeping, and I don't know if how y'all sleep, but I don't sleep too heavy. I could feel where if somebody like standing on the side of me or if a TV turned on. So, I felt like somebody was on the side of me. So I wake up, I'm looking, I'm like, whoa, shorty bright. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she a little bright. Then I look again, like a girl in here. So I see through her a little bit because I'm disoriented a bit, but I know it was somebody as I felt them. And I wake up, I'm like, whoa. She was busy doing whatever she was doing. She was looking for something. Maybe it was a different realm that she seen different things, but she was in there walking back and forth on the side of me. Like looking like it's like I was in a world where she was at. Like we was in some type of mind you, I'm in a cell, I'm sitting on the top bed, I'm sleeping. But it felt like in that moment, like I was with her wherever she was at, looking through some drawers and stuff like that, because I could kind of hear the commotion, but I can't really see it. Plus, I don't really want to see too much because now I understand that this isn't no human being because she bright, see through-ish, long hair. Like I could see her features just like I could see myself in the screen, but it's like if you could see through me type stuff. Yeah, you gotta have that type of sense. It was scary. It was crazy. So I'm like, she looking through drawers and stuff like so. In her world, her realm, she was in either an office or a bedroom with a dresser. But in my world, she on the side of the wall, like you know what I'm saying. So that was kind of crazy to be in two different realms at that moment. But when she was done, she walked through the wall, like through the toilet wall, like through the mirror. So that was crazy too. Like she walked through the mirror. I was like, damn, I seen it. It was like that was the door, the portal, right through that mirror. She was like walked through it because she couldn't find what she was looking for. So I was like, yeah, it's things that do exist. I don't care if you believe me or not, but that was just one of many experiences or something like that. This thing just brought it to my attention, like, damn, stuff like that be going on. Will you stick around or do you know what I'm saying, you dip? A lot of times when that happen, like you can't up and dip. People be like, oh, why you ain't leave? Where do I go? There's nowhere to go but where I'm at experiencing. But yeah, that was crazy, dog. It was definitely wild. I mean, type of stuff like that. We could do those videos later on.
Any junk. Refrigerators, washing machines, microwave, anything that has a signal that goes out to Wi-Fi is connected. The Internet of Things enables smart objects to communicate with each other and perform tasks autonomously. Applications ranging from smart homes to wearables to smart cities. So when you have a thought, open your phone and start scrolling, and all of a sudden, there's what you were thinking about. It's not just your phone. It's all the devices together to essentially read your mind.
That's dope. So I don't know how much I believe about that, but it makes sense, If you could hop in a vehicle and it automatically want to connect to your phone as far as if they got Bluetooth, I mean, I don't see why not, right?
Whether you're looking to get more out of your faith.
But
Let me
I
ask you
mean,
this.
I don't know.
Every memory that you've ever had growing up, are you sure it's
PTSD victims to help them forget about traumatic experiences. Synthetic human memories. And even though right now they say they can only do it in rats and small mammals, we all know how that goes. And we already talked about microscopic nanotechnology. AI and robots inside the human body, things like smart tests. Even FDA-approved digital tracking devices in prescription medicine.
Whoa. I ain't know about that.
Even AI-driven robots that they can inject inside. Robots into a human's bloodstream sounds terrifying. But what if I told you science has developed so far that they're actually doing it on purpose? Nanobots in medicine represent a new technology that could save millions of lives. They're the size of antibodies, smaller even than our blood cells. But the hard truth is, if you're watching this, you are already a part of the database without any of those things. You, me, pretty much everyone in this world is already a part of a thing called the Internet of Bodies. This collection of all these devices as well as all the data that the devices are gathering about you. Your Apple Watches, your Fitbits, even the little rings that they use to scroll through TikTok, they're all a part of this. It's the reason why all these big tech companies want your data. They say it's to help navigate the internet and to heighten our online experiences. But I want you to pay attention to what this woman says at the end of this clip. Internet of Bodies, or IoB, is actually an ecosystem. It's a bunch of devices that are connected to the internet that can be anywhere and that either collect personal health data about you or can alter the body's function. Alter the body's function. Now, don't get me wrong, this could all have huge benefits for humankind, like controlling your iPhone with your brain. But don't forget this can go both ways.
It's starting to feel like all of this advanced technology.
Now that's crazy, dog. What? Make sure y'all do y'all own research too. You know, AI is pretty cool how they could make stuff seem like it's something.
Artificial lighting is on the list.
Ground beef. What's pink slime? Let me show you.
I like this guy right here too. I spent a little time in Wisconsin with the cheese heads. It's pretty cool. Like, you know, type of shit they be on or whatever. Everybody got their own little thing, but this guy right here, he pretty dope. He be coming with some interesting information.
This crap up here that they add to hamburger. Watch this and see for yourself, pussies.
Gerald Zernstein grinds his own hamburger these days. Why? Because this former USDA scientist, now whistleblower, knows that 70% of the ground beef we buy at the supermarket contains something he calls pink slime. Beef trimmings that were once used only in dog food and cooking oil, now sprayed with ammonia to make them safe to eat, and then added to most ground beef as a cheaper filler. It was Zernstein who, in a USDA memo, first coined the term pink slime, and is now coming forward to say he won't buy it.
It's economic fraud. It's not fresh ground beef. It's a substitute. It's a cheap substitute being added in.
Zernstein and his fellow USDA scientist Carl Custer both warned against using what the industry calls lean, finely textured beef, and is widely known now as pink slime. But their government bosses overruled them.
Why didn't you consider it beef? Because it was a salvage product. Leftover fat that had been heated at low temperature and the excess fat spun out.
Here's how it's done. Those waste trimmings are gathered, simmered at low heat to make it easier to separate fat from muscle, put in a centrifuge and spun to finish the separation. Next, the mixture is sent through pipes where it's sprayed with ammonia gas to kill bacteria, and finally compressed into bricks and flash frozen for shipment to meat packers and grocery stores where it's added to most ground.
That shit crazy, man.
Because over objections of its own scientists, USDA officials with links to the beef industry labeled pink slime.
Between all the GMOs in our food supply and now the pink slime, I'm actually considering turning vegetarian, but then at that point I'm gonna be full of glyphosate, so you can't win.
Snake mouth is a feature seen in a lot of businessmen that deal with high sums of money. According to Joey Yap, it's where the lip protrudes, which makes the lips appear sunken, thin. It's an undesirable feature because it's said that people that have this don't like other people. They see the worst in people, and therefore they take advantage of others. They're always trying to screw someone over before that person can screw them over. They're said to be very sly, very cunning, and to lie and cheat their way to success.
Steak guns might be a real thing because I'm looking at pictures of some other billionaires and they all seem to have it. Either that or having money makes you allergic to chapstick.
Well, here's a little something that should make you think. Bill Gates declares the end of the smartphone era and
Damn, I'm gonna have to let it go.
unveils
My phone died. I forgot.
replacement. Let's see
Make
what
sure
the
y'all subscribe to my
replacement
channel for more of this.
of
I'll
our
be back soon.
smartphones. Bill Gates announces the conclusion of the smartphone age and unveils electronic tattoos as the next big innovation.